and welcome to Beyond Focus TV. My name is Angie Daniel, and I will be your hostess. Tonight, we have with us two representatives from Imidex International, an organization that helps promote public health worldwide, disaster management, and advanced medicine. Welcome to Dr. Robert Gore and Dr. Christina Bloom. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks
for having us.
You're welcome. First question that I have with you guys is, what made you decide to become a member of Imidex, and how was it created?
Imidex was created in 2006. It was founded in 2006 by a group of doctors, emergency physicians at SUNY Downstate and Kings County Hospital in Brooklyn. And we created the organization because there was a lot of interest amongst the doctors in our department in doing emergency medicine development worldwide. So we created the nonprofit so that we could bring in members from other hospitals and other communities in the United States, other emergency physicians, nurses, and other healthcare professionals to work with other countries and collaborate in ways of developing their emergency healthcare systems.
I know for one quick, I just wanted to kind of bring out an idea. I know that you guys go to Haiti a whole lot, helping after the January 12th situation. How has that changed your life so far?
January 12th really set off a series of events with us participating in Haiti. We'd been working in Haiti since before the earthquake, but since then it really rallied the Haitian community, the local Haitian community, and got a lot more interest from the healthcare professionals in the hospital and how they could be involved. Personally, for me, it was my first time to Haiti that year. Other members of our group had been previous to last year. And you can really see that the energy is built, the desire even within the Haitian community is built in trying to improve healthcare and develop their country and really try to move forward from here, try to take this as a moment to be inspired and be motivated and regather energies to try to do what we can to improve their systems.
Okay. One of the things that you guys do is really to teach people. You guys have this whole 3 R's. Can you explain what the 3 R's are? The Rebuild, Renew system for Haiti. What is that?
The Rescue, Recover, Rebuild Haiti Initiative, a lot of words, but the Rescue, Recover, Rebuild Haiti Initiative is a comprehensive plan that's dedicated to the overall development of emergency medicine and training through systems development and collaboration. You know, we look at ourselves as teachers, and you think about the role of a teacher, you also think about the role of a parent, and eventually those people will want their offspring or their students to become self-sufficient and independent. We want our jobs we want to become obsolete at some point in time, and so that's what the whole Rescue, Recover, Rebuild initiative is all about. Strengthening partnerships, teaching, education, and training so that people in Haiti, especially from an emergency medicine standpoint, can become self-sufficient and independent.
Okay. I know that you work in Terrier-Rouge, which is the north part of Cap-Haïtien. I know there's a grander need for emergency medicine in Haiti, especially the hospitals. There's a whole lot. And it's not just Haiti, because internationally that you guys are working with other organizations to bring forth medication. What is it that you guys are doing right now within, I understand you guys are going to Haiti next week?
This week.
This week. You guys are going to Haiti. What is this trip for?
We're actually going for a conference that our organization, Imidex, as well as another nonprofit called Bethlehem Ministries, which is based in both Haiti and in Georgia. We put together a conference called Progress Through Cooperation. There are two different parts to the conference. There's a training component, and then there's also what we refer to as the Stakeholders Conference. In previous trips to Haiti, especially our first trip to Haiti back in 2009, we went to the Northeast and we did a needs assessment, and can't come to find out that not a lot of people communicate and let everybody else know what they're doing. Other hospitals don't communicate with other hospitals, clinics don't communicate with other clinics, and when you think about the needs of specific patients, oftentimes you have to send people for higher level care. But most people didn't realize what services were available in that entire region. And we had an idea, also with some other Haitian docs that we had met on that trip, to start laying down the foundation for a regional healthcare strategy so that we could figure out ways to link together resources of larger hospitals and smaller clinics so that you wind up improving the general quality of healthcare in that part of the country. And so the conference itself, Progress Through Cooperation, we have the training component, but the main part of it is the stakeholders conference, where we've invited leadership from different hospitals and clinics and other governmental agencies to focus on policy and decision making. This is the first conference of its kind in that part of the country.
Okay, and helping. This is a non-for-profit organization. Of course, you guys need help from other people. Besides funding, money-wise, what else do you guys need from the general public? What would they need to be able to help you with if they would want to?
I guess spreading the word that, Haiti still needs help. There are a lot of resources that were poured into the country after the earthquake, which is important, and we're happy that that happened. But that was one part. Now we're focusing on the rebuilding component, and that's the title of our project, Rescue, Recover, Rebuild. The rebuilding component takes a long time. So what we need people to do is, whether you're a medical professional or a teacher, or even if you don't have anybody, we want to make sure that people keep the word about helping rebuild Haiti. Talk to your congressman, talk to your local politicians. There's a lot of funding that was supposed to have been allocated towards the development of Haiti. Some of that money went to the country, some of that money didn't make it to the country. So we want to make sure we stay on top of our politicians to help bring those resources back to the country to focus on long-term building and development.
And I'm so glad you brought that up, because in reading, going over your website, talking about different ways that you guys mix the policies and medicine together. Haiti is one of the countries that we actually can help. There are other countries that we can help. Haiti right now is in a greater need for medical attention, and then you guys are doing that. And I really want to thank you, not only because I'm Haitian, but because you guys are doing things that community-wise is needed. You're bringing alertness to other people that would want to help. They just don't know how to help. We're going to take a small break. When we come back, we're going to talk about what you guys are doing in terms of bringing everyone to help you out.
Okay.
De son trou, n'a ni pleuré ni blasphémé, mais célèbre son Dieu plutôt. Oui, plutôt, c'est pas pour rien. Haïti ne pleure plus, tu es béni. Vache patrie ne pleure plus, tu es choisi. Cette jolie fillette qui, après avoir tout perdu, courageusement
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Bertin and you're watching Beyond Focus TV.
Hello everyone, my name is Angie Daniel from Beyond Focus TV with a special announcement for our viewers. Each year, Beyond Focus TV spotlights a father. This year, we are looking for a father who admires his children, who shines as an example of what fathering is all about, whether he's a rich man or poor, famous or not. We want him to shine. We want his children and his family to understand that he is the Father of the Year. Do you know anyone who should be spotlighted? If so, you can reach us at www.beyondfocustv.com. Don't forget, the last day to nominate someone is June 11th. I'm hoping to see you there. And the father will be presented with a plate on the show. See you then. Welcome back to Beyond Focus TV. I'm Angie Daniel, and tonight we have with us two representatives from Imedex International, Dr. Gore and Dr. Bloom. Before we took the break, we were talking about what you guys are doing for Haiti, within Haiti right now. And part of the organization is to bring awareness. You guys have, I understand that you guys have an event coming up. Would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about it. Any nonprofit work is all about making it happen. And in order to make it happen, we really count on the support of our team members and the support of our community. None of the projects can be done without that. And we've had, fortunately, wonderful support from our hospitals in the past year, from our colleagues, and from the general community in doing our projects. So we're actually holding our first annual fundraising gala. It's going to be on May 21st, just in a few weeks, at Sea-Cheese, the Mosaic Art Factory in Soho in Manhattan. It's a beautiful venue,
I know.
Nice art gallery, and the idea is going to be really to gather together to talk about global community, to exchange ideas, to network, and to raise support for all of our projects. We work in Haiti, we're also doing work in Brazil, in Sweden, in Turkey, in South Africa, and in Jamaica. So we really need a lot of support in order to do these ventures. Like Rob was talking about earlier, what we do is try to empower the people. We try to give the people the tools they need in order to make sustainable development, in order to give them the power to improve their own communities. So we really count on everyone's support for that. The event will be from 8 p.m. to midnight at Sea-Cheese, the Art Mosaic Factory. You can learn more about it on our website, which is www.emedexinternational.org.
And like we were saying before, even if you don't have to be a medical staff person, you don't have to be a nurse, you don't have to be a doctor, you just need to be a person that is aware of what's going on around you. And one of the things that we didn't talk about is how much is that going to cost. You know, it's a gala, so we know it's expected. You know, one of the things that I love to do, I love to dress up, I love to attend beautiful things. And the second thing is I like to support causes that are meaningful. For example, Imedex. Raising the funds, you're not just going out for the fun of it, you're just giving your money to the next person. There's a reason why you're paying for it. And how much is that fundraising?
Yeah, the fundraiser is $200 per person, and it will include the time spent. You'll have the ability to network with other professionals. It'll be a really enjoyable evening in an elegant atmosphere. We're going to have food, we're going to have drinks, we're going to have music. We're really going to celebrate the work that we do.
And you also are supporting a great cause. The cause is to bring awareness to the rest of the world. So if you'd like to attend, we will have the name of the organization under right before we finished. And then also, you can get in touch with Beyond Focus TV. Is there anything else that you guys would like to talk about before we leave? What's your next plan? What's your future plans? What it is that you guys want to do? Do you want to own something? Let's just talk about it.
Actually, I think the main thing that we're going to continue doing is to continue empowering those who need it. We want to continue to educate people, especially with emergency medicine and medical care and training. We take medical care for granted here in the U.S. We take education for granted here in the U.S. And a lot of the countries that we've been working with don't have those same opportunities or those same resources. But you have people that have a willingness to want to learn and want to develop their own respective countries. and we just kind of view ourselves as a small vehicle helping that overall vision.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming, Dr. Gore and Dr. Bloom.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're going to take a small break. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Jihan Antoine, president of Bell TV, and you're watching Beyond Focus TV.
Hello and welcome again. Before we took the break, we were talking about exactly what you guys are doing in terms of training and other. Is there anywhere else that you guys are working with? Any other group of people?
Yeah, we're doing work in South Africa, in Jamaica, in Brazil, Turkey, and Sweden. So some of the other programs that we have done and are doing is disaster preparedness. So we help countries in a consulting fashion to do preparedness for future potential disasters. So it's better to prepare in advance than to have to sort of pick up the pieces later. You're always going to have to treat, you're always going to have to respond, but it's good to have some mechanisms in place that prepare you for that. And we did a project with South Africa in preparedness for the World Cup. So we helped their hospitals understand what systems they had in place and which were the areas of deficiency where they could do some more preparation before the World Cup happened, with a big influx of people and the big potential for emergencies. Some of the other things that we've done is educational exchanges. So again, what we really try to do is empower people through education and training to be able to then take those skills and take that new body of knowledge back to their country and continue to train others. We use a model called train the trainers, so that it becomes where the people themselves are independent, not where they're dependent on us. They require us to be there all the time, or where we're sometimes there and sometimes not. So what we do is educational exchanges. We've had healthcare professionals come from other countries and spend some time with us, take a look at what our education system is like, what our healthcare system is like, and then take those things back. And at the same time, it provides us for an opportunity for learning. You know, there's always a different perspective. There's different ways that people use their healthcare systems to take care of their patients, and it's been a really great opportunity to learn from others, for us to learn in the process of teaching as well. In Brazil, we've been doing also some development of their emergency systems, which means emergency systems means how does the patient who has an emergency get from the time they have the emergency all the way to the hospital and afterwards? How does the EMS system function if they have an EMS system? How does their hospital emergency system function? What level of training do the doctors and nurses who are taking care of the patients have? And so we've gone and done several training programs and courses with them there.
Okay. You know, talking about the EMS situation, I know for a fact there are a lot of like small countries, for example, Haiti, they don't have a specific EMS program. And how do you help them cope with that? Like, what's the first aid kit? What would they need to do in terms of that?
Well, that's actually what we've been doing in Haiti. We've been doing first responder training. First aid is something that people in the U.S. can take. Little kids can take it, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, healthcare professionals, and non-medical professionals. And it's basically information that you can use in the event of an emergency. If somebody's cut, what do you do? If somebody breaks their leg, what do you do? And one of the most basic levels is actually contacting someone else for help. But what we've been doing in Haiti, and in this past August, we conducted our first major training course where we did first responder training, and we also did basic life support. We also taught a basic life support and first aid instructors course, so that once we're gone, the Haitian healthcare professionals can continue doing that type of training, and they're officially certified trainers to do so. But we've done bleeding control as a part of that. We've done splinting in the event of you have an accident, whether it's a car accident or a mudslide or someone falls off of a roof. We've shown people how to do splinting using materials that you would commonly find on your hospital grounds, in the community, laying out in a field. It's almost a wilderness medicine type of approach, but you're using basic materials that people can readily find. We've also, and we're going to continue to do that same training model when we go back this week, but we're going to focus on using tap-tap drivers and also laborers. Because there's no official EMS system, there's no official public transportation system, people get around the country by way of the tap-taps. And by providing tap-tap drivers this type of training, this is helping lay down the foundation for a civilian EMS system. It's empowering. This is something that they definitely see on a regular basis, but if you can do something a lot better and more efficient and have improved outcomes, people really want to get involved with it, and it's been successful so far.
Another question, culturally, how receptive are these people when you guys are there? I understand, like, a lot of, there's a language barrier. Besides having translators, how receptive do you think the people are?
I think they've been really receptive. We're fortunate that most of the docs and staff that work with e-medics have been at Kings County and downstate hospitals, and we take care of such a huge Haitian population. Working with people who don't speak English, especially speaking Creole, it's not something that we don't see on a regular basis. So we feel comfortable, and I think when patients see that we're comfortable working with them, they in turn feel comfortable also. But everybody's there for one purpose. Either if you're treating people, people want to get better, and if you're there for training purposes, people want to get training. But it's not that we're just providing those services. We're also learning from them, so we're very receptive to what they have to offer. There's a lot that the Haitian docs see on a regular basis that we just don't see in the U.S., especially related to their systems. There's some things that we have no understanding of. So it's definitely a cultural exchange of information, exchange of ideas, and I think when people realize that, and when we realize that, it takes on a whole different, there's a whole completely different aura, and we realize it's not a paternalistic, type of relationship, but it's one of mutual respect and understanding.
Okay, we're gonna take a small break. We'll be right back.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Berting and you're watching Beyond Focus TV.
We were talking to representative from Imedex International, and this is the last session. Is there anything you guys would like to talk about, especially the gala?
Yeah, so we're having our very first annual fundraising gala at Sichis, the Art Mosaic Factory in Soho. It's a beautiful art gallery, and really the purpose of the gala is to raise money, to raise support and interest for the projects that we're doing. We have 6 countries that we're involved with. We're a small group of people with a lot of energy, and we need all the support from our community and from our colleagues, which we've gotten over the past year. It's been wonderful to be able to continue to do the work that we're doing. We need continued support. So it's going to be a wonderful evening of sharing ideas about global community, about ways to network and ways to collaborate. It'll be drinks and food and music, international music.
And when is it?
It's going to be May 21st.
At what time?
From 8 p.m. to midnight.
And I just wanted to bring awareness to this event. Even if you don't want to attend the event, even if you don't want to show up, whatever else you can do in terms of funding, you can send it to?
You can learn more about us, and you can donate, and you can support at www.emedexinternational.org.
We're going to take a small break. We'll be right back. Hello, everyone. My name is Angie Daniel from Beyond Focus TV with a special announcement for our viewers. Each year, Beyond Focus TV spotlights a father. This year, we are looking for a father who admires his children, who shines as an example of what fathering is all about, whether he's a rich man or poor, famous or not. We want him to shine. We want his children and his family to understand that he is the father of the year. Do you know anyone who should be spotlighted? If so, you can reach us at www.beyondfocustv.com. Don't forget, the last day to nominate someone is June 11th. I'm hoping to see you there. And the father will be presented with a plate on the show. See you then. Bye. And welcome back. This is the end of our session. I hope you enjoyed it, because I actually did, and I learned a whole lot from it. And if you'd like to get in touch with Dr. Robert Gore or Dr. Christina Bloom, you can call us at the number at above address, or you can email us at beyondfocustv.com, or you can get in touch with them at the address that's showing on the other side. But I just wanted to say thank you for showing up to our show, and I wish you luck. No problem. Dr. Robert Gore. And thank you. Good night. We'll see you next time.
haïtiens rassemblés, pas dit pas mêlés. Oh haïtiens rassemblés, nous tous concernés. Pour ça pas bon, pour ça pas bien passé, c'est nous tous cap crier. On a que vaillant d'Haïti, pas dit pas mêlé. On a que vaillant d'Haïti, nous tous concernés. Près de 200 ans, nous chanter liberté. Mais qui côté nous y est? Des 100 ans pays mal à toucher, sous cette chant la chanter.